Hello and welcome back to Persona 3. Last time we found out what happens during the dark hour, yet we don't actually know anything of what's going on, so we're going to go to the 4th floor and we're going to speak to the chairman. But before we do that, I'm just going to have a look around and see if anyone's here. It told us nobody was here, but like, you know, would I believe it? Well, I guess I will, because nobody was here. We go to people's rooms and speak to them there. No, I don't want to go inside empty rooms. That's fine. Ah, yes. There doesn't seem to be anyone inside. That's fine. This one is also empty. That's okay. I think it was the 3rd floor had the other rooms that had people in them. Yeah. Okay. So let's go up to the 3rd floor and have a look around there. Just before we head up to the 4th floor. So, yes. This is Mitsuru's room. She's also not there. I'm assuming everyone's up at the 4th floor, but let's just double check. This one? Nope. This one? Nope. Must be in the one at the end then? I want to say? Yeah, she's also not here. Okay. So literally nobody's here and we have to go to the 4th floor. We can do that. Yeah, that's absolutely possible. Oh, hello. Oh, there you are. And in we go.
Ah, there you are. I'm glad that you're okay.
Uh-huh.
The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you.
That seems like a reasonable thing to do.
Please, have a seat. Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
Hello.
How you doing?
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
No.
Do you remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs.
I'm very unobservant.
The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere. Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
I don't get it.
I know how you feel. Who would believe such a story? But the dark hour occurs each night, right at midnight. It'll happen tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting. You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
Yeah, however, I feel like we're missing a few steps. Why does everybody appear in coffins? Why are we the only ones who don't? Why can we fight shadows? All of this seems like, well, these all seem like questions that should be answered.
Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day.
Now, he does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, S.E.E.S for short.
I'm sorry, you're the Execution Squad? I don't know if I want to join something called the Execution Squad, personally.
On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows.
I'm sorry, you're classified as a school club. So like somewhere in a register, somewhere in the school, they've got like a list of all the clubs and you've got the Execution Squad club? Does nobody find that suspicious? I suppose not, he's the chairman of the school.
Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
What about the police? Yeah, what about the police?
Unfortunately, the police can't do anything during the dark hour.
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's Persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users. Which means it's all up to you guys.
I see.
I'm glad you're quick to understand.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us. We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
All right.
I was afraid you'd say no. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room?
What, you mean with the one with the cameras pointed at the bed? I mean, sure, why not?
I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Haha, yeah, what a coincidence, huh?
Hold up. But wasn't that... Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter anymore.
Oh? A mysterious voice rings in your head. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana. You have established a new social link. You feel your inner strength growing. You recall what Igor said about the power of social links. Oh. And with that, it's the dark hour.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, small child. And you are?
We've met before.
Yes, that doesn't answer my question.
Soon, the end will come. I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
Oh. Well, I don't care.
Really? If you say so. To be honest, I can't tell you much about it yet.
Okay.
Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power. And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up. Do you remember when we first met? I expect you to honor your commitment.
We signed a contract that said that we will be responsible for our own actions, I think. Yeah, okay, I can stand by that.
I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then, see you later.
See you later, weird child. The boy has disappeared. Now, I do wonder why he's wearing a prison outfit. I have some thoughts going in my head, but I'm like, we'll have to find those out, I'm sure, at some point in the game. Evening. You hear something. It sounds like someone is calling your name from downstairs.
Hey, it's me. Can you come down here? Okay, he's here now. So, what's this all about?
There's someone I want to introduce. Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking heavy.
Oh, hello.
Junpei? Why is he? is he here? Wait, don't tell me.
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
What's up?
What's up?
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential? For real?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. He said that's, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good. You should, since you're a Persona user. But man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kind of lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
Huh? Yeah.
Well, enough with the introductions. I think we're about ready.
Oh, we're gonna go do something? Sweetness!
With this many people, we can start exploring that place.
Oh?
You mean Tartarus?
You mean Mementos?
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
We believe we can find the reason for the dark hour there.
I hope so.
The chairman will give us the details tomorrow night, so be ready.
Okay. And now it's Monday. Back to school. You overhear a conversation. Good morning. I'm always so drowsy on Monday mornings. Yeah, me too. The only thing you can do is to sleep through first period. Wait, tomorrow's when we have morning assembly. Ugh, I'm too lazy for that. I'll just pretend I didn't hear. The first bell has rung. And now, it's lunchtime.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Can I have a minute?
Sure.
Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone.
Oh, are we having that talk?
What talk?
I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Wow, she didn't waste any time leaving.
She's probably busy with things like student council, unlike us.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
Oh. She's just. After school? You were told to come back early today. You decided to go home early with Junpei. I actually really like the walking back sequences. They're very short though. You walked home with Junpei, talking and laughing at each other's inappropriate jokes. Oh, okay. And now it's the evening time.
Okay, everybody's here.
Just a small thing I've noticed, by the way. Previous time we were sitting around in the meeting, our character doesn't sit next to the person who, like, he doesn't sit in the seat next to someone else. He sat where Junpei was, and nobody was in the middle seat. This time, he's walked in, Junpei's took that seat, and he has sat one seat away from Mitsuru. He sat one seat away. It's just kind of a weird thing that he's doing. Just thought I'd point it out.
I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only persona users we had. But that number recently jumped to 5.
Okay, interesting. So, that confirms to us that Shuchi is not a persona user. But we do know that he's around during the dark hour, so he's one of the people who's not able to defend himself but is still there in the dark hour. Huh, interesting.
Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Sorry, I asked this yesterday, but what's this Tartarus thing again?
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The dark hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh?
Why do you have to be so creepy?
And it's the perfect place for us to train. You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Whoa!
Their nest, huh?
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm sure he won't complain, as long as you don't go too far in. Since we're dealing with shadows, Tartarus isn't something we can avoid.
Relax, I've got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't summon a persona.
Okay, confirmed. Late night.
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
Well, that's something.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower? You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated. Who cares anyway? It's not like it would change our minds about fighting.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about the Dark Hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
Well, in we go.
Whoa. It's just as cool on the inside.
There are many questions I have, like what's up with the motorbike? In fact, you know what? That's my main question. What's up with the motorbike? The motorbike even appears to have a license plate on it. It's a licensed motorbike. What's going on with that? I mean, obviously the clock is weird as well, with the spinning stuff. That's all kind of very weird. The staircase into the clock is also weird. The green stuff. You know, it's a weird place. I understand what the blue door is. And then behind us to the right, there was something I didn't see what that was.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First, we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far. And I'll be feeding you information from here.
So you two didn't plan on coming in the first place?
That's right. We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
I vote Junpei for leader.
For real? One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
That's 2 votes. He's the leader.
You're in charge.
Oh.
Wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
Yeah, he's not even wearing a hat.
But he has fought them before.
Seriously?
That's true, but there's another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Yeah, of course I can.
I think so.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
You see a strange door. No, nobody's going to mention what we're walking towards here. You used the velvet key. Okay then.
I've been waiting for you. The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
The nature of my power?
Your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities. You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind.
Okay.
My spare time will soon be scarce. But please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until then, farewell.
Farewell. I feel like we learned nothing there. Or almost nothing.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
Well, nothing.
Don't tell me you just dozed off. You're like that coach who fell asleep during the championship game.
Haha, yes, what a cultural reference we can all get.
Come on, man. You're supposed to be our leader.
Cut him some slack. If nothing's wrong, then let's get going.
I was assuming he's talking about a specific one. He could have just been meaning it as a general statement, but whatever. You can check your own status by pressing the triangle button. Also, you can save your progress by accessing the clock to the left of the entrance. Alright. Oh, we just disappear out of existence, huh? Hey, we finally have access to the menu. Okay. Got anything cool in here? So you can see the calendar, fusion spell combinations, quests in progress, dictionary of important terms. We have no quests. We have no fusion spells. We do, however, have a calendar. That'll be useful later. Okay. Social link details? So the full social link is with the group of S.E.E.S. Okay. Group that seems to fight shadows, and then we've got our 3 people who are in the group. 4 people who are in the group. Okay. Executive's daughter. Interesting. Not sure we knew that. And boxing champ. Okay. Wait, can we go into this and then like go further in? No, okay. So we'll leave that for just now. Detailed status. Alright, cool. Just seeing what else we can do. Equip. So do we have anything else? Nope. Well, that's fine. We have a portable music player though. That's pretty sweet. We have our persona, Orpheus. There's nothing else we can find out about Orpheus. That's fine. Okay. Wait. No, don't dismiss. I was wondering what the other button was there. Items. I don't think we have any items. And then skill. We have Agi and Bash, and that's all we know. Okay. Well, I'm assuming it didn't seem to give us a way to switch to anyone else. No, okay. That's fine then. Cool. Hello. Since Yukari and Junpei have no real experience in battle, make sure you back them up. Don't worry, I won't push you too hard. You'll be just fine. Do you mind not touching that? They use it to transport delicate equipment necessary for gathering information. Oh, it's hers. Okay, so what's this? It's some kind of device you've never seen before. It doesn't seem to be functioning right now. Oh, wait a second. I think I figured out what this is. This must be like a teleporter to like a bit in the dungeon. So you get a little bit in. This is kind of like a... I'm just thinking about how P4 did dungeons. This definitely has to be something similar. Like, it'll be like something that lets you skip later in, maybe? That's my guess anyway. Alright, let's do this. I'll prove I should be in charge. Okay, and we can check his status here if we want to. Okay, interesting. Persona status? Ooh, so he's got Hermes. It's an interesting looking persona. Okay, cool. And then, hello. So this is Tartarus. And so he's got a bow along with, ooh, Io. Which is the from the Lover's Arcana. Cool. Anything behind the stairs? Nope. Thought I would check. Occasionally in these type of things you get something where you can't access it. Cool. Well, now we've done that, I think it's time. Well, for us to save and then go inside. Yeah, let's save. Might as well. Apologies, the sound's about to get all messed up. There we go. Cool. Just does it as it saves, and then it's time for us to move on. Up the stairs, In we go. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Good luck. I mean, there's not really anything else for us to do here. Tartarus, go to the next block. Can do.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
Okay. Do we get control? Let's begin. Keep in mind, these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now, see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. Okay, the fact that she said see if you can eliminate all the shadows is interesting. That implies that, unlike other games, you can actually clear the shadows. It might just be for the tutorial, or it might be a, just a figure of speech. Okay, this way. Defeat all the shadows on the floor. I'm just trying to see if there's an attack button. No. Oh, there we go. There's our attack button. Stab. Watch out, I detect a shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Press the X button to use your weapon. Ah, yes, I just figured that out. If you can hit an enemy before it hits you, then you'll have an advantage at the start of the battle. Got it.
Takuba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Sure, why not?
The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Those skills consume either stamina or spiritual power. They tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for more, but that's okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Okay, but before we do that, tactics. So yeah, we can set tactics for our people here. So, in theory, I can say like, hey, I want you to heal or support, attack a certain target, stand by, or act freely. So this is all you get to do. Now, in the portable version of this game, you can control your characters. So you can say like, I want you to use this ability on your turn on this person. You don't get to do that in this one. This is your full way of controlling the other characters. I'm going to let them act freely for just now, because I'm assuming that they'll do fine. So we only need to worry about our character. It also implies that there's probably some interesting stuff that you can do in the game in terms of like building characters, because usually in Persona games you want to build characters so they're as flexible as possible, right? Or Persona/SMT games, right? You want to build characters so they have a range of options. In this, I actually kind of feel like you don't. You want to build a character who has limited options, so no matter what they do, you'll know what's going to happen, right? So like in another game where you might be like, I'm only going to take one move of each type, because that way I can have flexible moveset. In this one you might be like, actually, I'm going to take multiple moves of one type for one character, because that way no matter what they do, they're going to use that move, and I know they're going to use that move. It's just an interesting thing to think about. Anyway, I'm going to hit you with an Agi. Cool.
A wisely chosen attack.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack!
Do it. We killed it.
What a stunning victory.
Cool. Just move through here. We can move a little bit quicker, but I'm deliberately going slowly. There should be a staircase nearby. Do you see it? The staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. I can't allow you to go any higher today, but please remember about it next time. Okay. There's another shadow ahead of you. You'll be at a disadvantage if the enemy gets the first hit in, so try to surprise your opponents and strike first. If you are able to strike the enemy before you are spotted, then you will gain the initiative. On the other hand, if the enemy hits you first, the opposite will occur. Okay, very short range. Glad we learned that.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle.
Okay.
Do you want to know more?
Yes, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics.
The first time an enemy is analysed, you may have to wait a while for the results. But from then on, whenever you analyse that particular enemy, you receive the results right away. While you are selecting your target, if a question mark appears above the enemy, that means that a particular enemy has not been previously analysed. You can select Analyze from the Tactics menu or press the L1 button to issue this request.
Do you follow?
Uh-huh. Yes.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
So if I press L1 here,
Roger.
I can...
I'll
Alright,
attempt to
she just
analyze
attempts
the
to
enemy.
analyze. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to use Agi because we know they're weak to Agi.
The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going.
Hey, you get a one more? Perfect. Learning a little bit about the system.
You attacked the enemy's weak point. Here's our chance.
And now because they're all down, we can do an all-out attack. Perfect. And they're dead.
A complete victory. Great job.
Cool. Grab that. Medicine. Okay, there's another one around the corner. There seems to be a shadow just around the corner. Is she listening to my mic or something? Approach carefully to avoid being spotted. The map will prove to be quite useful as you explore, so use it often. They got me, I think.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle? If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack. Would you like more details?
Sure.
An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again. Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea.
Sure.
Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it?
Yup.
Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
Okay, analyze them,
Roger.
and then
I'll attempt
Agi.
to analyze the enemy.
Now, one problem I can immediately see happening in this game is the main character is going to run out of SP so quickly, like so unbelievably quickly, because they're the only one that we can control and get to hit weaknesses like consistently. So that's something to remember.
The enemy is vulnerable.
Here's a chance.
Right,
Let's
attack.
Get back here, you son of a...
Nice.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Shuffle time! Mysterious cards have appeared in your mind. You wonder if this is what Igor was talking about. After battle, you will occasionally have the opportunity to select a card from the one shuffled before your eyes. If you pick a card with a persona on it, then you will receive that persona. There are other cards, each of which have a unique effect or reward. Keep an eye on the card you want and try to pick it up. Okay. I forget what these do. I think that the third one might be XP? I can't remember. They had this in P4 as well. I mean, I obviously know which one I want. I want this one. You're welcome, Pixie, into your heart. Felt a surge of energy inside. Hit points and spirit points have increased. You're now able to create personas up to level 3.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
Obtained medicine. We'll never need that, we won't get hit. Right, around here. Careful. That's a big guy. I detect a shadow up ahead. How are you feeling? If you or another party member is in bad shape, then use healing items prior to engaging the enemy. If you don't have anything on hand, then ask Takaba to heal you. You should make a habit of checking your status before entering into a battle. Wait. If you or another party member has a persona of healing skills, be sure to take advantage of it. I was thinking, like, could we just ask her for healing? No, what it means is, you know, we can use healing skills. Okay. We actually sneak? Not really, no. I think we just got hit first. I would say we got hit first.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually.
Oh, really?
You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this?
Oh, please, do tell.
When enemies are thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of attack. Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you. But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone. So if you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team is comprised of at least 2 members.
Yeah, I'd probably do that like 100% of the time.
That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand what I've just explained to you?
Yes.
Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to use Agi. Oh yeah, first of all, analyze these guys. I suspect this is doing nothing because they're not actually surviving long enough to be analyzed. Hit this one. Okay. And again. You can see that what I'm saying about our spirit points. We're running out of spirit points so quickly. It may look also like everyone's been hurt. I suspect that's because you don't gain HP and SP when you actually level up. You just gain the max, like you don't get like max plus the amount you gained added to your total. So I think that's what's happening there. Anyway, this one. Get it.
Attack again.
Here's our chance for an
Let's do it.
attack.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Shuffle time. All right. Well, I want the second one, as we already have Pixie. You've chosen Minor Arcana card Wand, rank 1. The wand spurs growth. Your experience increased. I told you it was an XP card. That's just burned into my brain from P4. That is XP. It's right there.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
How much? We have enough SP. I was thinking, do we use an SP item? I don't think we do. Okay. That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl. Well, at least you gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell the other party members what you'd like them to do. Press the square button to issue orders to your allies. Split up? Use this command to instruct your party members to spread out and look for stairs, access points, and items. Or if they are not very strong, they can easily fall prey to the enemy. Be sure to keep an eye on their HP. Interesting. No, regroup. That's interesting that you can split them up, though. Yeah. I guess it would help you with, like, grinding areas, maybe? If you wanted to do that later. It's a weird thing. I'm definitely not going to do it. At least for just now. I'm like, keep the party together. I don't see any benefit to splitting up whatsoever. At least right now. I mean, I can see it later, when we're stronger than the enemies, like, as one person. Ah, you see, I told you, it's a way to teleport back. Good, you found the access point. Please return to the entrance. Alright. We can do that.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
No problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power.
I don't think you did anything.
We kicked some ass. But damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry though, you'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
Ooh. A mysterious voice rings in your head. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana. The S.E.E.S. social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the Fool Arcana has grown. Back to school? Oh no. Okay, so let's just wander around. Well, I think this is a really good point for us to end the episode. Thank you for watching. Next time we may explore a little bit more of the Velvet Room, but we're mostly just going to be letting the game play itself for a little bit until we know what options we have available to us and the game opens up and lets us control our own calendar, at which point it becomes very, very complicated in terms of a time management thing. But until then, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.